made have been spoken for. Since we debuted this 23 hours ago yesterday evening, you're getting their item trackers is what they are. So you can find lost keys, you can find luggage, you can find other items that you attach them to. If you got these separately, it would be close to $49.98 because they retail for $24.99 a piece. Well, for only $10 more, we're giving you a whole second tile mate, and your item number is E231120. I got to tell you, according to NPD Group, this is one of the world's top-selling Bluetooth trackers. And even my husband, when he heard I had this as a QVC 2 big deal, said, dude, you know how much you need this for your keys? Even though I have the hook to hang them on, somehow I do other things. They get lost around the house, and I'm freaking out, and I have to get to work. Now I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to invite Brett Hamilton out, who is one of our innovative electronics experts, and he's been coming to QVC for many years. Sir, it is so nice
Merry
to
Christmas.
see you.
I love your outfit. Nice
Thank you. I wanted to be very festive
you are
today.
Festive, yeah.
And this truly is amazing because when you're like, okay, so I put this little thing on my keys and I do this little app on my phone and I'm able to find it. But it's so much more than that because there's a whole community of users that can actually help you find things that might be a little further away.
Yeah, anonymously as well, and we'll get into how all that works. But the bottom line is we all lose stuff. whether it's in, I lose more stuff in my own home than I do out on the streets, right? But every day you walk out of your house and you do this number, you're like, sorry,
right,
I'm not here.
You're patting everything.
You do the pat down. Wallet, keys, phone.
Yeah, right.
Wallet, keys, phone, wallet, keys, phone, wallet, keys. Wherever you put those devices. So now, if you find that you're someplace throughout the day or even in your own home and you can't find the wallet, the keys, the phone, or something even more valuable like a laptop, like a tablet, whatever it might be.
Right, your backpack, kid's
your
backpack.
What if you had something that looks like this, about the size of a Cheez-It, for lack of a better way for me to describe this?
It's a cracker.
It is. It's like a little wafer. It's a little wafer that has a brain inside of it, and that brain allows you to find whatever it is that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Now, there's a hole in one corner for a reason, because most of us need to track the obvious, the keys.
And by the way,
that good
it's
stuff.
really lightweight.
A couple ounces, if that. So how does it work? Well, you take it and you attach it to either keys, or you can drop one in a wallet. Or
I love that.
get
Put
the
it in
big
a credit
ones.
card slot in a wallet.
That's the way to do it, because then you don't think about it and it's there. Then you open up the app, and the app is a free download, and will instruct you, or it will instruct you when you open up the box, how to go and actually find whatever it is that you're looking for. But first you're going to open it up, and you're going to open up your network there. Oops. And you're going to basically call whatever you're going to call. In fact, I'm going to take you from the top. Let's say you get out of the box and you have no idea what you're doing. Let's be fair. You go to the App Store, and the App Store will help you download it, and this will appear on your screen.
And it's a free app.
It is a free app. It says Tile, and you're going to open it up. And when you open it up, you're then going to build your whole network here. Now, you're going to get two. We've named a whole bunch of these devices over the course of the last 24 hours.
Did I see something called Bear Bear?
Yeah, and you know who Bear Bear is? I'm going to give you three guesses. It's somebody, and he's in your ear right now.
I don't hear it. It's only for you, whatever's being said.
Jerome named one of these Bear Bear for his kids. That's what they call their little doll, their stuffed animal, whatever it might be.
So cute.
So we'll get to how you find Bear Bear in a second. But the bottom line is, you go and you name your tile. And then when you lose something, all you have to do is open up the app, find the device that you're looking for. If it's a solid green one, that means it's ready. If it's spinning, that means it's looking for it. Now watch this. We've lost the remote control somewhere in our imaginary home here. How do I find the remote control? I tap on the button, and it's going to say find.
Okay.
And when it says find, you go ahead and tap onto it, and it will go and it'll find the remote control. If you've lost your Bose speaker, and the speaker is somewhere in the house, but you have no idea where it is, you hit find, and this is what happens. It starts to ring. So instead of playing, I think I left it in the laundry room. No, I think I left it in the bedroom.
You know
no,
how
I
much
think it was in
time
the
we
bathroom.
waste retracing our steps, just trying to figure it out, and it could have fallen on the floor and a shirt fell on top of it.
Well, how many times have you taken your phone and you hang up? Okay, I'll be right with you, or I'll call you back. You put it down, and then you're doing laundry and you drop the clothes right on top of it. Or you're sitting on the couch, you hang up and you set it down on the cushion and it drops between the cushions. And then when you wake up because you fell asleep watching TV at 11 o'clock at night and you can't find your phone, you play, I think it was here, I think it was there, or you have your husband or wife call the phone.
Yeah.
Now.
But what if it's on mute?
Exactly.
I always keep it on mute because I don't ever want to be that person that's like, trying to shut it off when the movie theater's quiet or the meeting I'm in at QVC is quiet. I always have it on mute. So if I ever lose it, how am I supposed to find it?
How are you supposed to find it? So we just showed you use one, which was to find something locally within your house. You look on the app, you find the tile that corresponds to it, you hit the button, and it goes off. Now, a lot of you are saying, well, if I need the app to find my phone and I lose my phone,
Yes.
how am I going to find my phone? Well, I'm going to show you how you're going to find your phone. We're going to take the phone and we're going to put it on silent. We're going to put it on vibrate
Okay.
so that it will not ring. Now, if it's under a cushion, if it's under the laundry, if it's the last place you left it but you don't know where the last place was, here's what you do. You take the tile off of one of your devices and you push it. Watch what happens. It's going to go and ring the phone. And whether it rings this phone or whether it rings the, there you go.
Right.
You get the point. Now it's ringing the phone itself.
Even though it's on mute.
Even though it was on mute. How cool is that? So now it's not the old, you call and I'll wait till I hear it ring and then I'm gonna run and then it goes to voicemail because you weren't fast enough. Or you're waiting for the hear the because it's vibrating underneath the cushion. Yeah. So once that happens, you find your phone, you're back to where you were because now you found the phone and you're good to go.
And this uses Bluetooth technology, correct?
It does. So let's talk about that for a
What
second.
type of radius are we dealing with?
Okay, well, within your house, Bluetooth usually goes about 30 feet. I'm going to say it's going to extend beyond that, but to be safe, Bluetooth for the most part is 30 feet.
Okay.
Now that's a Bluetooth speaker, that's any Bluetooth enabled device. The tile people seem to think that it will go a lot longer than that, and my experience has been that as well. But to be safe, we're going to say 30 feet. Now, a lot of you are saying, well, what happens when I leave my house? What happens when I leave the keys on the table at the restaurant? What happens when I leave my wallet in the gym locker and I don't remember where I was when I put my wallet down? Your handbag, your purse, your clutch, your whatever it might be. Not that you guys don't know what this stuff looks like, but I want you to see, thank you, you know, just to get a feel for all the cool uses you have for it. All right, now this amazing tile network comes into play. The way this works, and we could spend the entire hour talking about how cool this is. The way this works is anybody that's got the Tile app loaded on their phone becomes part of this network. Part of this network anonymously. So what happens when you leave something somewhere? We're going to go to the map. We have a couple devices spread out around Westchester. We got an ID badge, we have a laptop, whatever it might be. Those pins right there correspond to items that we've put someplace else. Wow. They're outside of the Bluetooth range.
So how do you know they're there?
How do you know they're there? It's immediately going to pin the last known location when you walked away from it. So 9 times out of 10, if you left your keys someplace, you open up the phone, you're like, oh, it was at the gym. Oh, it was at my office. Oh, it was at the restaurant. Now, if the keys or whatever it is that you're trying to find move, that's when the Tile network comes into play. Tile network meaning Sharon's got the app on her phone, I've got the app on my phone. Millions, I'm not exaggerating here, millions of people around the country have that app on their phone. Anybody that passes by within those 30 feet or whatever that range is, by your device, after you've realized it's missing and ask for help, as soon as they walk by it, it pings your phone and says, it's not at the restaurant anymore. Now it's at the other side of the mall at the Lost and Found. Now it's at the police station. Now it's at somebody's house that you were with that night that picked up your keys by accident, and then you find your phone. So it's this massive network that will allow you to go and find whatever it is that you're looking for without having to look for it. There it is right there. As tiny as it is, think about all the different uses that you have for it. Keys and wallet, phone, probably the most obvious, until you start thinking about something like that.
I love putting it on a bike.
Now,
it's awesome.
For example, if that bike goes missing, right, obviously you're gonna need help. Now, it's out of your range, but the next time somebody walks past that bike, without even realizing it, and you're gonna see it right here, they're gonna help this guy find his bike and don't even realize they're helping this guy find his bike. So he's like, oh, I'm sad, my bike's gone. Now wait and watch this. Somebody gets notified by doing that. Look, she doesn't even realize it.
She's
the app
helping
on
that
her
guy.
phone anonymously helped him. He doesn't have her information. She doesn't have his information. This guy looks like he's very happy about finding something.
He was happy that the bear was hiding.
The bear
in the
was
moat
there.
or
He's like,
whatever
great,
it
my
was.
kids aren't going to hate me anymore. The whole idea is it's effortless. You set this app up. You can name the tiles anything you want. We named Bear for Jerome. We named Remote. We named Luggage and all this other stuff. And then hopefully you never need it, right? But I like to say this and say it often. When you look at what we have down here and you look at what the price of the tile is, tell me that this laptop isn't worth $35.
Seriously.
Tell me that the iPad's not worth, you know, if you break it up with like 17 a piece or whatever.
That's just what I was going to say. It's really more like 17.
That's all it is. So a wallet, a passport,
Passport.
an ID. If you're traveling, tell me you wouldn't give the guy that finds your wallet $17. A knapsack. Let's talk about the knapsack and let's talk about your kids' stuff. Hey, listen, a toolbox. It might be that the toolbox didn't get stolen, but for the contractor. He had all of his tools in there. He put the toolbox up on the roof at the coffee shop, drove away, and the toolbox is laying in the middle of the street.
That's right.
He can think all he wants. Well, I had it this morning, and I had it at the first job site. How could it have gone away? Went away because you accidentally left it someplace and don't remember that. So when we talk about the kids' belongings, this is not meant for tracking people, and it is not meant for tracking pets.
Nothing living.
Nothing living. There's nothing stopping you from putting it on your pet's collar. And if your dog takes a walk and decides to take a nap in the neighbor's yard, yes, you'll be able to see where he is as you roam closer and stuff like that. But what I want to point out when it comes to kids, there's nothing wrong with putting one in their backpack.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with putting one in their winter coat that you paid a small fortune for. Because when they come home on the warm day in the winter without the coat on and you say to them, where's your coat?
I
and
do
they
that
go,
all the time.
I don't know.
Yep.
Where's your backpack? I don't know. Where'd you have it last? I don't know. Well, then you just open up the app and you look at where the map shows the backpack or the coat or whatever it might be. And in this case, these little pins correspond to different items. And as I tap on there, there's a purse.
Right.
And I tap onto this one, and that one says, there's the Bose speaker. Guess what? We're looking at us right now. Those two pins correspond to two of the items we have here. But then when we jump outside of our range, we tap onto this. And what did we find? We found a laptop that we have set someplace else in Westchester. Now I want to show you something really cool that I was talking to Sharon about earlier today. For those of you that think, well, if there's millions of them, I don't live in a big, congested area, how is this really going to help me?
Yeah, like if you don't live in New York City, you're thinking how many people are really around with the technology?
We're in a little town called Westchester in the county or the district or whatever, West Goshen. It's not a big area at all. Look at the bottom of the screen right there. In this area alone, there are more than 1,200 active tile apps right now. That's about a 5-mile radius. So anything that you lose in this area right now isn't going to be lost for long because somebody driving in their car, walking past, going into the restaurant, going into the club, going into the gym, going into wherever it is that you were. Now you'll never be able to thank them because you'll never know who they were.
Right.
And they'll never know who you were. But just them walking by with the app open on their phone or running in the background will automatically alert Sharon that, hey, you know what? We found your keys. We found your purse. We found your wallet.
They're hidden friends.
Yeah.
It's a whole community of people, and you are actually getting a set of 2 of them. Each one individually would be about $24.99. So for only $10 more, you're getting a second one. So they look like they're individually boxed. So if we want to give 2 separate gifts,
they come,
we can do that.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out because they do. They come as if you were going and buying 2 of them separately. Hang on to one, give one, or give them to 2 separate people or whatever. I kind of equate this to, and I said this last night, it's like buying socks and underwear at Christmas. It's not the most exciting thing that you're going to get or you're going to give, but you use that every day, right? This is something that you're going to use every day, whether you like it or not. And hopefully you never need it. Hopefully it's like, oh, I spent 17 bucks and I didn't. Nobody ever goes, I hope I didn't lose, or I'm bummed because I didn't lose my wallet. I'm bummed because I didn't lose my keys.
Right.
And the bottom line is, as we said at the very top, most of us lose the stuff right in our own house.
All the time in our own houses.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just want to remind you too, we're going to take a look at the value as it breaks down. $49.98 is what you would usually be spending out in the marketplace, but only for the next 45 minutes are we going to be taking advantage of the QVC 2 big deal price. At 9 p.m. Eastern time, Rachel Bosing will be coming to share more about a new QVC 2 big deal. So I want to make sure you grab the price while it's at its best right now. And so I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So we're getting the set of 2 of them. And when I was looking on your app, I was seeing all these different things that were on there.
Sure.
Is there a limit to how many tiles you can put underneath that app? Like, could you have a whole bunch of them and could you have like 10 of them and literally tag everything in your house and name it?
You can. To my knowledge, there's no cap on it. Now, I'm sure, if you
At
started
some
getting
point.
into dozens and dozens and dozens.
Right, but if you really have like 5 things that you're really concerned about and you want to know their whereabouts all the time.
Not a problem. We have 17, the last I counted. We have 17 different tiles that are
Awesome.
currently on this app. Now, you can share this app with everybody in the family. So you and I, husband and wife, son, daughter, whatever it might
family
be,
thing.
the whole entire family can have access to the same set of apps. So as you see here, whatever you want to name them stays that way until you can go and change the names. The reason I have ornament, not that you're going to tag a Christmas ornament, but we were showing last night how easy it is to find something in the last place you would expect.
Right.
Well, there's 1,000 ornaments on that tree back there.
Which one is it?
And what we're about to show you is that the tone itself tells you where the lost item is. So let's take the keys, let's take the remote control, the stuff that you set down, we use every single day, and then when you can't find it, you're really bummed. So the keys, the remote control, I don't know where they are now. How do I find them? Well, I simply open up the app, and we're looking for the remote control.
Okay.
It says remote control. So how do I find the remote control? I hit the word find.
I hear something.
You